Welcome back to Catherine's Plates, where it's always simple, easy, and delicious in my kitchen. Today it's all about making easy cake pops for Valentine's Day. Anyone can do these. Okay, I am part of a 12-channel collaboration. It's hashtag Valentine's Day Dessert Collab 2020, hosted by the Baking Diva. So after you watch my show on cake pops, make sure you go down to my description box and check out the other participants and what desserts they're making for Valentine's Day. And then check out the Baking Diva's channel also. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how easy making cake pops can be. First, we're going to start with a cake mix box. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prepare our cake mix from a box. Now I'm using a red velvet flavor because it is just so fitting for Valentine's Day. So I have the cake mix in a large bowl, and I'm going to add the ingredients that show on the back of the box into my bowl here. So that's going to be 1.5 cups of water, half a cup of melted butter, and 3 eggs. And then we're just going to mix this all up. Now I am preheating my oven to 350 degrees per the instructions on the back of the box. Now I'm going to mix this all up. This is looking really good. I'm going to go ahead now and bring over my 9x13 baking dish. Now we're going to spray it. I am using some Baker's Joy. Now the difference between this and regular cooking spray is this has flour in it, so it'll help really release that cake. Alright, we're going to go ahead now and pour our cake batter into our baking dish. How pretty that is. Oh my goodness. There we go. Now I'm going to bake this per the instructions on the back of the box for a 9x13 baking dish. It's going to cook for about 30 to 35 minutes. Once a toothpick goes in and comes out clean, we're good to go. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to work on the cake pops as soon as this cake is cooled completely. I'll be back. Okay, so my cake is now completely cool all around the whole dish. We're doing good. Now you want to get a large bowl, and what you're going to do is take your cake into pieces and then crumble it into our bowl here. Now I'm going to use a glove to do this, to do all the crumbling with. Okay, so I just take a big chunk of cake, I'm just going to put it in my bowl and just start crumbling it up. Now you can use a food processor, but it's going to make it very fine, and then it's going to be very hard to kind of stick together. So you want to make it crumbly using your hands to break it up. And you can just use your hand if it's nice and clean, or get a glove and do that. Let's see, there we go. That's what I got left here. Now what we're going to do is I've got some cream cheese frosting here, and I'm going to put about 1/3 of it into my cake crumbs here, and we're going to mix that all up. Okay, we definitely have a good mix on this. I'm loving this right here. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make our cake balls. Now, I've got a 1.5-inch cookie scoop here, and I'm just going to drag it through it, pack it in good, scrape it along the edge to get a perfect amount in there so that all of my cake balls are the same size. So I'm going to use my clean hand, put it right in the center, and roll these to a nice ball till they firm really good. Like that. And I'm just going to place these on a sheet pan that I can fit into my refrigerator or freezer. And there we go. Now I've got some parchment paper lined on here. Okay, now that I have my cake balls formed, I'm going to go ahead and put them in my freezer for just about 30 minutes to get these nice and chilled, and then we'll be back. So I'm getting ready to pull my cake balls out of the freezer after firming up. Now I've got candy melts here, and this is a 12-ounce package. Now I'm just going to use about 1/3 of this and melt it right now, and that's what I'm going to use to place these cake pop sticks into my cake pops. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. Yep, that's a good amount right there. Now I'm going to melt these according to the directions on the back of the package. Now you can either melt these in the microwave or you can do it like a double boiler. I'm just gonna place these in the microwave. So this melted at 1 minute at 50% power, and then I took it out and I stirred it. Put it back in for another 25 seconds at 50% power, and as you can see, it is all melted, and that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead now and get my cake balls. Okay, so you just want to put some on the end here of the stick, probably about 1/3 of the way, and then you want to take the cake ball and then you want to plunge this right in, just like that. There we go. Now these are the sticks that I'm using. Now I got these off of Amazon, and I'll link anything that I'm using for these cake balls down in my description box down below. There's 50 of these sticks, and they're about 4 inches. Okay, I'm on my last one. I just knock it against the glass here just to get a lot of it off. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is place these back in my freezer, or you can even do the refrigerator, whichever one you want, and just for about 5 to 10 minutes to kind of firm that up, and then we're going to come back and coat these. All right, so I'm getting some cute containers ready to put my cake balls in once they're done, and really after you dunk them into your candy melts, you want to be able to put them on some kind of styrofoam. Now I've got a styrofoam ball here that I'm going to kind of fit pieces of into my cute red pails here. So what I'm going to do is just kind of cut it in half. Now use a serrated knife for this. Alright, now that cuts it in half just like that. So what I'm going to do is take one of these and then just place it like that. Now, when I'm done with my cake pops, I'm going to place them into the styrofoam right here. And then the other one will go into this one. And I'll just push it in. Isn't that cute? All right, so I've got these ready to go. So you can put them in anything you want. So you just get something really cute for Valentine's Day that has a center to it. And then just get some styrofoam and cut it to shape whatever decoration you're using. So my cake pops are now ready to come out of the freezer. I'm going to go ahead and start melting the rest of my candy melts here. Now I have the pink ones here. I'm going to do half of those here. And I'm going to do some red ones also. So back in the microwave for a minute at 50% power, and then every 25 seconds until we get it nice and blended and very liquidy. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is just put it into a narrow cup. So they kind of rolled all over the place, didn't they? Not a problem. So I'm going to take the cake pop, And I'm going to plunge it in and then come back up. And I'm just going to hit it on the glass and get any of that excess off. There we go, just like that. Now I have some sprinkles here, Valentine sprinkles. They look like hearts. And now I'm just going to start it in the center there. And there we go. You can put your little sprinkles or your candies. Sprinkles, you know, decorations and all of that. Look at that. There you go. That is so cool. All right. Hashtag Valentine's Day Dessert Collab 2020. This was hosted by the Baking Diva, and there was 12 channels that participated. Y'all go check them out in my description box. Look at these cake pops. I hope you had fun watching me make these, as much fun as I had trying to put these together with kids and a husband around trying to take them as I was making them. I put them to work. Alright, y'all, give me a thumbs up if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification so you'll always know when shows like this one are posted. Alright. Yummy red velvet.